guys, and I know this starts at Kim Mulkey's leadership, but you guys allow your young ladies to really express themselves. You've allowed your young ladies to establish a personality which I personally think the women's game needed this so much, right? We didn't need the golf claps. We didn't need the best, hey, you know what, you a queen, I'm a queen, let's just support each other. No, give us sports, give us competition, and let these young ladies be themselves. How do you guys manage that though? How do you guys, is it a day where Kim Mulkey be like, all right, Angel, hey, is Coach Reed, is Coach G Reed, is he like, hey, you know, you're crossing the line a little bit, y'all be careful, don't put that out there in the Twitterverse? I mean, how do y'all manage that?
Well, like you said, it does start with Kim. Like, you think about it, like, her personality is just as big as anyone, as the next person. And so it's easy, like, she likes for her players to feed off her energy. So it's easy, like, to just kind of, like, you see her, like, it makes you want to, like, let me get a voice, let me speak up, let me have something, I got something to say. And so there's no judgment here. Like, what we try to do is just guide them in a sense, like, hey, you can ignore that comment. Like, people are always going to have something negative to say. Like, Kim is the prime example of people always having something negative to say and just having to ignore it. Or like, hey, you can speak, like, it's different ways. Just keep winning. Just keep doing this. You keep winning awards. You keep winning games. It won't matter. All the noise will eventually stop. And that's something, like, I think that our girls have been, like, we preach them all year long. Like, people are going to say stuff about you. You're going to want to defend yourself and defend your teammate. You can always, like, we just don't, if we see it gets out of hand, that's what our social media people are for. Like, hey, like, let's scale back a little bit. But as far as personality wise, like, no, like, be yourself, be a voice. It creates a storyline. Why would you, like you said, it creates fun. Like, people, like, cause it's real life. Like, people can see themselves. Like, I can relate to Flage or Angel or Kateri or Jazz or a LaDeja, anyone. Like, you know, there's so many personalities on this team. I think it's fun when when they get to know, like, more about, like, their likes and dislikes and what they're into. And it's just, like I said, it's great for the program, because who wouldn't want to come and play and, like, yeah, I'm a basketball player, but I also got this going on too, and I can do this, and I'm this, and I'm that. And so, yeah, you don't just get labeled as just, okay, here you got for 40 minutes, I can score points and rebound, but you have other stuff, because eventually that's going to stop one day. So you don't want to start your career at 23, 24, just trying to explain who you are. It's good. They're getting a jump start on it. Like, so I think it's, as far as managing, they do a good job of listening when it's like, hey, scale back, or like, hey, you're doing the most right now. Let's chill. Like, take a deep breath. Well, not even necessarily that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take a deep breath. Like, because you don't want it to affect him. Because negativity can always, like, you're young. There's so much going on with social media. Like, you don't want to keep it's more so about keeping their mental space, like, clear, and not about having the retaliation of anything. It's like, hey, like, you don't have to feed into that. Like, they don't even know what they're talking about. You making money, girl, do your thing. So